Didn't y'all send some to the developers of Dead by Daylight?
Yes,
You
we
sent-
did, and they fought over them live on stream.
It was
Fought over?
Yeah,
not
yeah,
know.
they were
ornaments.
I'm not
arguing as
surprised.
it was the Valentine's Day cards, and they were fighting over who was gonna get which killer.
Yeah.
And
Um,
and they were like, no, I want the pick. No, I want the pick. I get the pick because I'm the lead developer of it. Or I want the hag because that's my favorite character. All these sorts of things. Like, no, I get first pick. It was really funny.
It was.
See, Ari, you're amazing.
No.
I tell her that all the time, and she doesn't believe me.
No,
She
you
thinks
don't count.
I'm obligated because I'm her husband or something.
Yeah,
you know?
you're
Ari,
obligated.
you're amazing.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, can I go now? Can I
No,
go
no,
now?
It's not your turn.
no.
It's not your turn in the initiative. I'm sorry. You have to wait.
Ah. Are we even doing anything? Because we were supposed
Let's get
to.
this
Yeah,
picture
let's go.
started, y'all.
Yeah, let's start.
There we go. Much better. I like that.
Yeah, Everett, go check out our channel.
Go
I
check out our
said,
webpage.
let's get this party started.
We
Mhm.
are. We're pimping out Ari.
No, we're not. No.
Isn't this the wrong game for that?
Right? Thank you.
I don't know. I think it works. She can make something D&D related. She can make
Yeah.
a cat character, a vampire character.
Yeah, she do
You're
she do a
wrong.
character title shot for us too, like she's
No,
hopefully
no,
doing
no.
with the main one.
No.
Oh, you're not doing the main title card drawing?
Right now I'm in my busy season, so I'm not doing anything other than what people are
Yeah,
paying me to do.
Oh, okay.
She literally had an order for, what was it,
10.
15 ornaments?
10,
dang.
and I have 2 more.
Well, that was just one order, but then
Right.
she has another side order that's got 2 or 3, and she has
Mhm.
another potential 2 or 3 coming in.
Awesome.
He keeps pimping me out, so I have to keep working. Not making
Come
enough
on.
money.
I need to be a kept man. Come on.
Yeah, right.
He wants to make it so that way he doesn't have to work.
Right.
Heck yeah.
Anyways, come on, guys. Having trouble over there, Zed?
cause of it, so. How do I sound?
You
Good.
sound good.
You sound like
Okay,
Zed.
okay. I don't know if that means good.
It means your
Good.
robot translator's working fine.
Oh, damn, now, is it really going robotic?
No, you're fine.
No.
No, that's why I'm saying it's working fine.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
It
You're not
translates
Bruce.
from robot to human.
Yeah,
Right.
you're not Bruce.
Okay. So, let me find the appropriate music and we'll begin.
Yay. 20 minutes late, but yay.
We have our fun.
Oh. Yeah, do I take the time to diminish that?
No.
Diminish what?
Exactly.
No. I won't be here if you do. The fun needs to be had.
I mean, I don't think I've actively tried to diminish the fun.
No. You're a pretty fun-loving guy.
Yeah.
I think the most thing I do the most is like, yeah, you know what? I want to see how this plays out and just let you continue. And then we got that one discussion. And
Which one, about the tails?
I think it was
yeah,
about the
that's
tails.
Tails,
and
sexual
other stuff.
organs.
And yeah, I just like, you know what? I want to see how that plays out.
I want to see where this goes too.
No. Let's let it continue. Let's see where it goes.
Yeah.
Ah, there's my music.
Oh, she can show you where it goes.
Bow, chicka, bow, wow.
You guys are so bad.
Alright.
Yes, we are.
See, this time it wasn't me.
Yeah, I know it wasn't you.
I'm shocked as you are.
Right. Totally
You're
shocked.
not shocked.
I'm shocked and appalled.
All right, totally
You were
appalled.
thinking the same thing.
You have no
Alrighty.
proof.
Welcome back, everyone, to
Hi.
the Horrors of Rimecroft. This is the, what, episode 5?
Yep, episode 5.
I believe so.
Alright, so, little brief overview and summary of the last episode. There was combat. Go check it out. It's on YouTube.
Yeah,
And
there
you
was a
also-
lot.
Yeah.
Some things were learned. Some things were said out of character.
Yeah.
Some
It
jokes.
got pretty. It got pretty intense there. I will say that. That was one of my more intense combats I've GM'd. And I'm not saying that as a
Some
thing of
jokes
pride.
were thrown.
Oh yeah, some jokes were definitely thrown, and we had one failed joke.
I see what you did there.
But no, seriously, if you are watching either on YouTube or if you're watching the stream and you didn't watch the previous episode, go check it out. It was pretty good.
It was
combat.
intense.
It was.
It was
fun.
intense. I had a couple players going pretty much accepting death.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Well, we
So-
already accepted death.
We accepted death
So-
before the combat started.
And we
Yeah,
were just
kinda.
trying to make light of it as it was happening.
We
yeah.
accepted
Yeah.
death in that first episode.
Near death, and the healer took care of that.
But we accepted the fact that we probably will die.
Yep.
Mm.
It's
I'm pretty sure we
inevitable.
It's edible.
That's for the
Alright.
after
Some I'm
party.
sure it is, but that's
So-
not for me.
We'll pick back up at the scene that we are now on. After the intense combat and a bit of healing, our party members find themselves with one of the beasts in custody / tow, and the guards and the guard captain have taken it away, so I'm going to be taking the tokens off the map. Alright. So what do you want to do, my players?
I believe 2 of them stated they wish to go further improving their gear.
They already handled that. Or
Yeah,
should have
no.
handled that.
Last round.
Yeah,
Good.
last
Handle
time we
that
did it
last
at post.
session.
Yeah, post game.
Excellent.
We all level 6.
Yeah, because basically it was like, oh, can we do this out? Can we do this before we end? I'm like, sure.
It's just a little bit more.
Yeah.
It's doing some reshopping essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Such as you're desperately needed armor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought I should be okay with a slightly higher end
Breastplate?
medium armor.
Nope.
No, I needed the full plate.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're a Holy Knight archetype. You should be in full plate.
Yeah.
Would you like to try this again? Is basically what you got with that battle.
No.
Would you like to try shopping for equipment again?
Yes.
Shopping
Yes.
2.0.
No.
Yes. Yes. And I did.
Yep,
All right.
but
By
that
the-
doesn't answer my question.
By the way, any temporary hit points you had from the song I had are gone now that the battle's over.
That makes sense.
Now, a bit of housekeeping before we continue, if
Hmm.
I may.
Go ahead.
I need to do something right quick. Dun, 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 dun.
Need to
I'm
go
checking
delete these
something.
other 500 Vargs that were inside the town.
No, no, nothing that extreme.
He just has about 4,000. Nothing that
Dude.
extreme because that's too little. That's subpar.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because fighting the same enemy over and over is completely just.
No one ever does that in games ever.
no.
Just realized I forgot to add my HP.
I mean, do you want to keep fighting the same goo monsters with a different color, different elemental abilities? Oh wait, that's Final Fantasy. Shit.
Sure, why not?
Alrighty. So I'm scrolling up, looking at the thing. I'm looking for. Basically, let's see. Which characters were bitten last session?
It wasn't
think-
me.
Every. Hmm. I know.
Alright,
I took
I didn't take-
bites.
Alright, so you took a bite.
Bruno
I'm
definitely took a
immune,
bite.
technically, unless it's poison. You're referring to the poison.
Explain why you're immune, please.
Well, like I said, if it's the lycanthropy bite, I'm immune to it. If it's the poison bite, I still can succumb to it.
Okay, 1, it's not lycanthropy. 2,
Okay.
it's poison.
Okay.
So I think that just leaves Briniel, me, and
Bro.
yep, Row.
Wait. When did Emrock take damage?
When
He didn't.
I didn't.
He leveled up.
I'm adding my HP.
Oh. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, did you guys include your level ups into your character sheets?
I have.
I put the
That's what I'm
level,
making
but
sure I did.
I wasn't sure what else I needed to do.
Where do I put the level?
Roll your hit die for extra HP.
Excuse me.
Under class, you have a HD next to your class.
Uh-huh.
Roll one of those dice to add the extra HP.
Do I know the poison these creatures have, or is this the first time I'm exposed to the poison?
Oh, it's an 8.
I'd say roll a knowledge nature.
I know what it is.
Was it? No, this is my first exposure after that first encounter. What I know about it.
There you go.
After the first encounter, it's not enough to know.
Okay.
Probably didn't roll high enough either.
It seems more familiar to you, Darius, but you can't quite pinpoint what kind of toxin it is.
So where do I put that 5 in?
Your HP.
Oh,
So under class, there will be an HP box.
Do all of our HP and MP fully restore, or is that still where it was left?
Oh no, it's same day. You didn't rest.
Making
Yeah.
sure.
That's why I was like,
Remember,
maybe I should rest.
in game time, only a day has passed. Let me put that in perspective. And only a night has passed. It's the morning after that night.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. That I knew.
That's why GMs do time skips in longer campaigns.
Yeah, we literally had just woken up not too long ago, and we're already severely drained.
Hmm. I'm not. I'm good.
Okay, I'm severely drained.
Mm.
I'm, like nearly dead.
You refused healing.
I know.
That's on you.
That's not on me as the
Mhm.
GM.
No, it's on the healer for not insisting.
No?
No, it's on you. you
Okay,
idiot.
that's
No, you offered, you rejected.
Yep.
all
You
right.
guys' offer still open, so if you want to use it, you can.
All right, for those who did get bit last session, roll me fort saves. Roll me a fort save.
I don't
only
Fuck.
remember if I got.
Oh.
I don't know. I don't remember if I got bit.
You got mauled.
Were you tripped?
I was tripped.
Yes.
Then you took a bite.
Roll a fort save.
I bet I failed.
We all did, probably. We all
Wow, a
failed.
7. A 7. That is crazy.
I know. It's really good, isn't it?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Did
So what
anybody
damage
make
do we
it?
Take?
2.
Each of you take 2 points of con damage.
Oh.
You really should have gotten yourself healed.
Do I recognize it as a poison?
Yeah, I will give you that on a 10. It's a toxin that came from an animal.
I
suppose I
am
can't answer, but I
going.
can make another now that I'm suffering symptoms.
Where do I do the negative for the con?
Just do it
Type
under temp.
in temp.
See temp, see con, put -2.
-2. Yeah.
Or, -2.
Recognize it as a
And then,
poison. I'm going to cast Panacea on myself and see if anybody else is wanting to have themselves cured of it.
I'll take that, please.
Alright. -4. Anybody else that got bit need curing of the poison?
Yeah.
Alright.
Are you gonna say please?
No.
I'm gonna say peace.
So moody.
that's
Okay, so
But that's how Ro has been this entire time.
So moody.
I am playing true to my character.
I can heal one more of us for the temp damage, potentially.
For the temp damage? What do you mean? The
Yeah, I
con?
can get rid of the temporary damage dealt to our stats. I can do it to one person right now.
Okay, have you already done it to me and the other guy?
Yeah, I've cured the poison.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
talking about getting rid of the ability temp damage.
Oh,
Yeah, I can do it once.
I guess I'll just have to keep that distance then, and be a lot more careful.
Everything.
Save
If I
what little
rest,
mana
I
you
can
have
do it.
left.
I can do it. If I rest, I can do it.
So you're gonna be out for the whole day?
Spell wise, yes. Fight wise, no.
Mm.
Say that we'll just have to deal with it.
Again, I can either cure somebody of the con damage, or I can save it for some lower level spells.
It's up to you.
Like, does anybody feel like they absolutely need to have their con restored?
Don't think I do.
We'll just have to make do and be careful.
Mm.
All right,
Save it for the other spells.
sounds good.
Marinette was being bad again, so.
Okay.
Okay, I heard something about Panacea.
I cast it on all three of us. I have 3 MP left, and I can potentially cast it on one. I can potentially cast I can cast Restore on a person, but it's only one person, and it became kind of the group decision of save it. I'm down to my last 3 MP, unless I can somehow get an ether.
Sounds like you would need to visit an alchemist.
Do they
Yep.
even have an alchemist here?
Probably not. They don't even know what magic is.
That's true.
No, they know what magic is. They just don't recognize my magic.
That's true.
Mhm.
Or the one that you've talked to doesn't recognize it.
Yeah.
Mm. Interesting.
Yo, look over at
Very interesting.
Lady Eleanor. Do you know
Lenora.
Lady Lenora, sorry.
Lenora.
Do you know of anybody who can craft potions or anything?
She looks to you, Brynjar, and thinks about it. The only one I would know, or at least I know at this moment, she pauses and kind of looks at the longsword she's holding from Captain Lever. Truth be told, I don't seem to remember much.
Okay.
The only one I can think of is that some of the people, when they get sick, they mention a apothecary that works for the Countess, who delivers medicine when someone becomes sick.
So they're not in town.
They are at her keep, yes.
Okay. So that takes that off the table. Okay. Alright, so I'm re-equipped.
So, yeah, let's go visit to see if we can't get that remainder to talk.
Yeah. Let's see what the hell's going on here.
Mhm.
Alrighty. Now I don't have a map for this, so we're going to use Theater of the Mind. Bear with me, audience.
It takes a lot to make
Please bear-
maps, audience, so do
In
try
a
to be gentle.
timely manner, it's hard to make a ton of maps that
Yeah, you have to devote a lot of his own personal time to do it.
aesthetically pleasing. It has to look aesthetically pleasing, and not only do my players have to like it, I myself also have to like it. So
Now, if you want to help out, feel free to send maps to us. We'll check them out. No guarantee they'll be used. We'll look at them, and that is it.
Oh, I am not endorsing that. I need to devote more time to map making.
Yeah.
Honestly. Anyway,
Well, I understand that one.
Me too.
So I imagine you ask Lady Lenora to lead you to that, rather than you're
Wandering
jumping on the
aimlessly.
assumption. Yeah, because I was wondering, okay, how do you get there?
Yes, I
Lady
would
Lenora,
ask.
can you take us there? Yes.
Yes, we would. Ask her.
Thank you, man.
Yep. Imagining, yeah. She would take you there. Alright, so what looks like the flesh melting off of a Varg, a wolfman,
Mm-hmm.
on the nostrils and stuff like that, is still it still looks like a wolf person, but not. It's still unconscious in a cell.
And
Guard
probably
Captain Lavere.
Yeah.
Guard Captain Lavere is sitting there talking with a few other guards when you arrive. What do you do?
I wait till he's done talking with his men before I interrupt them.
Same. Gonna be polite at least here, because I at least know that much.
Can we listen to what they're saying?
Yes, you can roll a perception.
All right. A second. If I can remember where it's under. There it is. Perception.
Wow. Tonight's not going to be a very good night.
There went my nat 20. Damn.
Darius, you look out a nearby window.
Wow, I
thought,
suck.
Darius, you look out a nearby window and you thought you saw the apparition again. So you're distracted.
Mm.
Emerok,
There's snow.
you hear it perfectly. Rue, you will hear it. Sonata.
Yeah, I'm looking at
I think
at the
it-
door.
No,
think you're
I'll say
following
this:
my-
you're probably looking more at the wolf and focusing on it,
Hmm.
and you remember earlier you killing one of them. You
So
probably have a
sad.
disdain for these.
So satisfying. So satisfying.
All right, so I'll turn to Emerok and Rue. Wait, did Brynjar?
No.
You didn't roll.
No, he's
No?
He's not trying to listen in.
All right.
He's kind of reflecting on what
so
the hell
we're-
just happened to him.
My whole life flashed before my eyes.
Yeah, pretty
I
much.
wasn't gonna be reborn in ash.
Ooh. I wasn't gonna be reborn from ash just by being lit afire. Fuck, I need to learn how to do that. I need to get closer to the Phoenix
For
God.
those of you at home that didn't get that joke, he's a knight of Phoenix.
I'm a temple guardian of Phoenix.
Temple Knight, not a
Temple Knight.
guardian.
So you're a temple knight of a fiery chicken. Okay.
Yep.
The strongest fiery chicken.
Fiery chicken.
His name is Szechuan.
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know many fiery chickens.
Szechuan.
He's related to General So.
I like that one.
Oh.
It's gonna be another punny night, guys.
Yep. He has another guy. He knows. He calls him Colonel.
And his 7
He's
spices.
got pages of these. He could go on.
Who's friends with
Yeah.
Popeye?
Yep. There's a little bit of a strained relationship.
Honestly, these jokes are quite foul.
Yeah, but
The
we
image
can't help but
fried
flock
that
to him.
day? Little fried that day.
No.
I mean,
God.
do we want to devote an entire session just to jokes today? I mean, I'm fine with that too.
I
No,
just
let's
do that
go.
every
Yeah,
session.
it just kind of happens with the session.
This is what the guards are talking about. That's what we're overhearing.
What's for dinner tonight? Chicken?
No, that's not what they're talking about.
That's what
One
they're
of these
hearing us
days-
talk
one of the-
about.
One of these days, this is gonna be. I'm going to say, if you don't say out of character before you start making these jokes, they're going to be in character, and people are actually going to react to it.
Okay.
I'm okay with that.
I mean, I didn't have a chance to make the civilians react to the Tails conversation.
All right.
Yeah.
We could make this really awkward.
Let's not and keep going because we've burned a lot of time.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
As much
burned
fun
a lot
it
of
is.
time. So, as you guys walk in, and some of you are waiting for them to respond, others seem focused on other things. Rue and Amrock, I will say this: like as you start listening in on the conversation, Captain Levere is basically saying, how did they get into the walls? Is the first thing. And one of the guards says they must have slipped over the wall or climbed over it. And the other guard he's talking to also seems a bit puzzled. But why though? What do they have in the walls? What do we have in the walls that's so important now? And like as you guys are standing there, one of the guards notices you're there, and Captain Levere turns to you guys. Ah. What indeed?
Hmm.
I lean over to Ro. Can you hear what they're saying? Because I can't hear a single thing.
Yeah, they're just wondering about why the dogs came over
Mm,
and how they got in.
yeah, kind of the same reaction I'm getting now.
What would I have to roll to determine just how good of a climber the thing in the cell would be?
How good? Ugh. I can't say climb because that would not make sense because you're physically doing that. I'd say
Well-
wisdom check it.
Well, at least I didn't roll shitty.
They gotta be pretty good.
That's not a bad roll though, dude.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's not a bad roll. They gotta be pretty good considering the cold weather
Mm-hmm. And their condition.
and the condition. Not just that, also the wall itself is probably. You would think it would be a lot more slick. So they must have had some kind of way to grip onto it differently.
Or someone
Or there
let
must have
them
been
in.
some. Or it could be that.
Hmm.
I will allow that as a thought that could be in his mind.
Hmm.
I guess the next
The
question would
question-
be how long do you expect to be out?
What was the next question?
I was asking how long did they think that it would be out?
It would-
Unconscious.
They look over at it. Quite a while.
We
Hmm.
really
It
kind of kicked the
was-
shit out of him. Despite it mauling all of us.
Well,
Close to it.
I'd say if it were not for some intervention, it probably would have bled out before we even reached here.
Hmm.
I'd say it's going to take a while for it to get back on its feet. As to what you're planning to glean from it, I can't tell you what you're going to get from it.
I can
Most of
hasten
these
that.
things, while they're...
I can bring it up faster.
Can we poke it with the stick? Will that help?
No.
I mean, that might agitate it.
But at least it'd be awake, right?
That's true.
Not guaranteed.
Well, it's not guaranteed that it'll immediately wake it up, but eventually it'll wake up.
There we go. Let's poke
How
it with
fast
the
do we
stick.
want answers is the question, though.
Pretty fast.
But does Lavere say, yes, you can proceed to do that?
Yeah, that's the bigger one. Like, am I okay to do this?
It's your arm, not mine.
It's a stick. I'm not shoving my arm in there.
Who says I have to get close to it? A holy light radiates from him.
Can we make
Okay.
it a pointy stick?
Well, if anyone was still wounded within 30 feet, I think they're feeling a hell of a lot better.
Hmm.
Because that was just 1 point shy of max.
Hmm. So he's gonna be pretty fully revived and healthy.
No, given how close it was said he was close to death, that might just bring him back into the positive. He'd still be in pretty rough shape,
Oh,
Yeah.
at least he would be awake.
hopefully.
After the light of energy kind of goes out, its eyes kind of open a little bit.
You dead yet, Mutt?
There's no answer at first.
How are you feeling?
Hopefully dead.
Well, and plus it
It-
might not understand you.
Probably not.
Well, I do start in common.
I'll speak to
You
it
hear-
in Lupin when it's my turn.
Alright.
Go ahead.
Well, it can be your turn.
No, say, I'll
I'm
wait.
not
You,
doing-
you're about
I'm
to
not
start
roll.
something.
I'm not.
We're not
There's
in
no-
initiative.
We're not in initiative. I made sure of that.
So I'll speak to it in Lupin. Feeling awake now. Feel like talking.
In kind of raspy croak, it goes, no.
I'm assuming that's to talking and not being awake.
I mean, that's a good assumption.
Now here's the thing. We have two options for you. Either we can let you heal naturally, and you can tell us information, or you're going to meet the rest of your brethren that you came over the walls with.
Yeah, I can kill you if you like.
You don't understand this. This is Lupin.
No,
the only
I
other
know.
person who could understand it is the other wolfman
me.
and the captain.
Alrighty.
I could roll to see if I understand it, though, right?
Oh, of course, yeah. You can roll linguistics to see
You
if you
can
understand
roll
what we're saying.
linguistics to get a rough idea. Depending on how high it
Oh,
goes.
shit!
Oh!
Yeah, you got the rough part of that. He's basically saying,
Talk or die. I probably won't
basically,
get it.
yeah. Ari gets it, and Rue. Sonata and Rue will get it. Darius
Yay!
doesn't quite make it out just yet. You're
Oh,
getting
you
there, buddy.
can
Don't worry.
die!
I'm
It's like
just-
basically blah 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 or die, and it's like okay.
I can
That's
leave
where we're
blah
going
blah
with
blah. How about we go
I
with
vote
oh,
for
Or you
Yeah.
could just ask someone for translation.
Why? That wouldn't be fun.
You also don't learn.
But you don't learn, and then it's like, but if I just keep going to the translator, but what if the translator's not around?
That's true.
And what if the translator's not actually translating it properly?
Unreliable.
Are we having
narrator.
one of those situations where the translator's deliberately screwing up the translation to save his hide?
Right?
It could be. You never know.
This is
I
the
don't
one that
know.
helped
It does
get us
happen.
in. This is the one that helped get you
So
in.
how does it reply to my statement or coercion, as it were?
Or does he need diplomacy?
Wait, what was that last joke? I missed it.
Or do I
I
need
said,
to
or
roll
does he need to roll
diplomacy?
diplomacy?
I'm going to say this, like it closes its eye, as if it's still kind of weak. It's not unconscious, but getting the feeling that it's resting.
Alright. Look over at the captain. He's not willing to talk right now. He probably just needs some rest.
The bars will hold him. As strong as they are physically, they can't seem to cut through these bars.
They can't go through the bars? That's unusual.
They can't cut through it. They can't cut through it.
Okay.
As tough as they are.
Yeah. It would take more than bare claws to rip open a jail.
But they were able to get
But
off
he's
over
a
the.
dog.
Yeah, and he was able to get over the wall.
They might have had some sort of assistance to help do that.
I
Might have been
agree.
Maybe very well
log.
could have.
Could have been any number of things.
Unless
Anyways.
there's some other outside force.
So for now, I guess we should let them rest, unless you want me to heal them up more to see if that will get them to talk. Though I
As
highly
they're
doubt
doing
it.
this, I'd like to run detect magic on him. Is there any residual after effects of magic on him from before the fight, or is that not possible?
I mean, you can cast it.
Unfortunately, it's a cantrip, so it's no mana.
That's up to
Mm.
you. That's not my. I can't just go.
Well,
This is what you're supposed to do, or this is what
I'm
you should
asking,
do.
when I do cast it, do I see anything of that, or is it gone?
Did you cast it? Is the first question.
Yes.
All right. When you cast it, you're getting just on the edge, barely perceptible. You need to roll perception to know.
All right. Perception. Do I see it? No, I do not. Probably not with that.
Not with that. You thought you saw a faint glimmer of magic, but it's not perceptible. Not easily perceptible.
Mm. Yeah, I've been rolling shit all night so far.
I mean, there's no risk of doing it again.
Well, at that point, it's just like I stare at them for the next 20 minutes while they talk.
It works. Like, we're not gonna be doing much of anything, honestly. Like,
All
we
right.
either heal him up more so he talks, or we leave.
Well, you guys decide on whether you want to heal him up more, or if you want to, and you can explain that to them.
Like,
I'll try another perception check because I think I saw something.
hey, look at that!
And
Well, there
there's
goes
your
that
last
20 for the
good
night.
roll.
Yep.
So, while he says he saw something, are you guys willing to wait it out?
Oh, hell yeah. If he says it's onto something, it might be useful information. I'm willing to wait.
It's giving off a very faint transmutation aura. That's barely perceptible.
Transmutation or
Is that what you see?
I see the residual of a magic on him that's transmutation in origin.
Hmm. So these things are being.
Am I the only one that got that cut out, or?
Yeah, I heard it fine.
I
I
heard
heard
it.
it fine.
Okay. Okay, so it was my internet. Good to know.
What do you think was cut out?
I see the residual, then silence.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, that was just
He just said the residual of the transmutation, and I basically it's like, is that what you see?
Yeah, leftovers of a transmutation spell.
So someone was trying to experiment on them.
Transmutation is magic that alters things. So it
And it-
might be that he was experimenting on directly, perhaps.
Or voluntary.
Maybe something to enhance himself or anything of that nature.
Unless
that
was
how it
against
works?
Will.
Well, transmutation magic is. I'm trying to think of a good way of describing because I've never actually described the school of magic before.
Mm.
You turn things into other things,
Yeah.
or you
Is that
manipulate
out of
something into
character
something.
or in character?
That's
Oh no,
in
I'm
character.
trying to explain transmutation.
No, I'm throwing this at Loki here because that's
I'll do it in
something
character.
you wouldn't.
It's like
That's something
he's
you wouldn't
seen,
know.
he's not seen it in his travels, like things being turned into other things. Magically, it's like,
That's
yeah,
not magic you're not familiar with.
Mm.
You're a holy
Actually-
caster, dude.
Yeah, but he still has some spells that would count as transmutation. He's
Are
got
they?
stat boosting stuff
He might not
in that
know
spell
that.
list.
yeah, they're
But he
enhancing.
might have seen them.
Enhancing isn't the same as transmutation.
They're part of the transmutation school.
Hmm.
Like
I
stuff
don't-
that boosts your strength, dex, charisma, and stuff like that.
I've got all those.
That's transmutation.
Hold on.
It also covers stuff like polymorph as well.
Interesting. That is something I did not know.
Yeah, transmutation basically changes the properties of some creature, thing, or condition.
So either by will or by not, this thing has been changed,
Pretty much.
and it has poison.
School and well, they in Final Fantasy it's under the school of enhancing. Under Pathfinder, it's under the school of transmutation.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
That's why I was making that distinction.
Yeah,
Oh, so there is distinction between the two.
yeah.
Is there a school of transmutation in Final Fantasy though?
That I don't know. They don't have it as a category you can look at.
There are schools. I'm trying to remember where you can find that specific thing. Because that's kind of like. That's
Kinda
not
like a
immediately in the magic
somewhere.
section for some damn reason.
Right.
Oh, spells by school.
Hey,
Chronomancy,
Ben, I
Dark,
just-
Elemental, Enfeebling, Enhancing, Healing, Illusion, Light, Necromancy. Okay, so essentially what they did here, from the looks of it, is they took Transmutation and split it between Enfeebling and Enhancing.
Alright.
Because I just looked at
Transmutation
spells by
would
school, got turned into two things.
Alright, so if it's Pathfinder, it would be transmutation. If with it being Final Fantasy D20, enhancing.
And I have lots of enhancing magic.
Alright, there you go. Now you're familiar. Good job.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just getting the rundown since this is all new to me. I would not know any of this in character or out of character.
Yeah.
So continue.
It turns things into other things, whether it be through making them more powerful, as you saw in the combat, or making them weaker, as you saw it do to us with the poison, and still doing to the. Damn.
Well, it's definitely a lot stronger.
Oh yeah. Or even changing it in some fashion, like make it physically stronger, make it faster to react, more dexterous, all that fun stuff.
Well, not
That's
only is
transmutation.
its bite has poison in it, it's stronger and it looks very deformed. So obviously something has been done to him.
Oh yes, I agree entirely. This is not what my people look like.
Don't mind that. Continue talking.
Yep.
Okay. It just keeps popping up. I'm like, what are you guys doing over there?
He's doing that thing where he talks to the GM.
I see.
directly.
Yeah, ninja noting, as it were.
Ah.
See, I either have the GM when I usually play in a game and it's in real life, I will either take the GM aside and talk to him at the exclusion of the other players, or I'll pass him a sticky note.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's known as ninja noting when you do the like, notes and shit. But anyways,
So,
Yes.
so what do we want to do? Want to heal him up, or do we want to just continue to see if we can get forage for some weaponry, some
Well-
items for weaponry?
I can
say
either
go ahead
heal
and
him or
eventually.
potentially find out what his status is. Like,
What will
what
that
his
do?
current condition. Like I said, I can find out anything that is going on with him currently.
Health wise.
Mental health, yeah, mental, physical, general location, any kind of status he's under. Like I can find out all of
I
that.
have a question.
Hmm.
So you
Yeah.
said that there was something that changed this from something else?
He has the residual of a transmutation spell upon him. I don't know what it's from.
So he doesn't look like a mutt,
Hmm.
or he is a mutt, and something's been transformed.
He is
on
a
him?
Varg that has
Well-
been magically messed with.
Are we sure? Because there's a lot of missing townspeople.
That is so true.
And there's that odd caravan group outside the wall.
Huh.
Zed, from under the effects of my detect magic on him, is he under any active magical effect?
Under any active?
Yes,
No.
it's presently active. No.
That's currently presently active. No. That glimmer you figure is something that's kind of more. It's been there for a long period of time, and it's a residual effect.
Yeah.
So something altered it, and it's part of its being, as opposed to it buffed itself with a spell. Let's
Yeah.
make that comparison, so that way you're better understanding. Other character, it's
Whatever.
basically not buffing. This is kind of like tied to its being at this point.
It has been genetically modified.
So he's
GMO!
So this could have been a human being, or it could have been something else, and it's been genetically modified. Is this in character or out of character? That you're?
I'm asking this as my
Yep.
character.
He's asking this as his character. The explanation or the question was directed to me as the GM.
Mm.
But
And I just clarified.
Darius can say it in character. You can clarify.
The residual effect on him is so faint and old that whatever it was done to it was a long time ago. And I don't know if it can even be reversed.
So this could have been a person before.
This could have been anything.
It could have
but
been anything.
We don't know. And I don't know if we can find out.
Yeah, I have nowhere
Not
near
that
enough power to
well,
do that kind of
not a-
thing.
Find out.
So Bernier, you said that you would be able to get down some information from him by doing what exactly?
I have a spell called Status. I can learn pretty much everything about this creature aside from its actual history. Physical condition, mental condition, any kind of injuries, the direction it's at, anything that might be affecting him, such as their level of wounded, their mental condition, as already stated. And I can find them pretty much anywhere in this plane of existence.
Well,
Oh.
probably would be beneficial if he did that, so we can get some info just by him not saying anything.
You said
Again,
you could
it's only the status,
check
like his
him
mental
anywhere
status.
here?
Yeah, if I use it on him for the next 6 hours, I know exactly his location, his mental state, his physical state, and anything that is affecting him mentally, or if his bodily affected, such as poison, confusion, anything like that, I can find out.
But you couldn't say track him with it. Okay.
No. I cannot extract information, I'm just finding out his current condition, his status, as it were.
Mm.
So we wouldn't be able to let us know how he got over the wall or where he
No,
came
I'm not a mind reader.
from.
Well, you
I'm
should.
None
not
of us are.
I'm not a mind reader, nor am I able to predict the past or the future. That would
Alright.
require a miracle worker.
That's 6 hours. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I can watch over him for about 6 hours.
Well, if you choose to do that, we can probably, go with the caravan, get some supplies, and see, maybe upgrade some of the weaponry that we have.
How soon does the caravan leave? He's
Who-
asking the captain
caravan-
this. He's asking the captain, how soon does the caravan leave?
Oh, you're looking to join it.
Yeah, to get some winter clothing supplies.
From those who hunt game.
Yes, I know it's not there to hunt the game, but I'm planning to go hunt game. If I can. To get some
Well,
help.
if we come back with extra for you to get, winter clothing from it, would you be able to stay here for that 6 hours?
Oh yeah.
What do you say, everyone?
Here's the thing, if I cast this, I'm nearly tapped out of my magical power. This will drain the majority of it, what's left.
Well, if that would be valuable information, and then you can rest, and then the following day would occur.
Well, here's the thing, we have to leave when the caravan leaves as well, so that's where it trips up. That's why, Captain, I need to know when the caravan leaves. Is it anytime within the next half day or so?
It does leave today.
What time today? Like afternoon, evening?
Well, originally it was going to leave about 30 minutes from now.
Holy
But
smoke!
I put
Yeah,
put that on
pushing it back.
hold with new information come at hand. He looks over at the wolf. I don't know if there are any others immediately out there.
So for now it's on hold indefinitely until more information.
It's on hold until I have at least made sure there are not any more in the walls.
In the walls?
Okay. Like within the walls.
You
Yeah.
saw them. You saw them here, didn't you?
But in the walls or
Within
around
the walls.
She's being
Within.
Oh.
She's
out of
splitting
character. She's being
hairs.
facetious.
No, I'm not being facetious. I'm actually kind of curious.
It's the way he said it,
Yes, which
taking it
is
taking it as meaning literally in the walls.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, within the walls, as in inside the city, and not from without the walls
I see.
on the outside. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just a different way of saying it.
Yeah.
All right,
it's
back
just-
in character.
Captain, if it's alright with you, would you let me check this creature's state of being?
Whatever your magic does, it's on you, not me. Just don't get hurt
Alright.
while doing it. You're technically under mine.
If I get hurt, it's my fault. He'll approach the
Good.
Varg's
Good.
leg.
We're clear on that much.
Yeah, he'll approach the Varg's foot and touch it and cast status on it. Alright, so
Alright.
to be exact on what it does, status, mainly what it says, like, for an ally, but the Varg does get a will save if they want to try and negate the spell.
Okay, I'm gonna say it's kind of resting, so it's not going to resist.
Alright. So I will then find out if it is... I obviously know it's wounded. If it's disabled, staggered, unconscious, dying, nauseated, panicked, stunned, poisoned, diseased, confused, or any other status effect. And at any time, so as long as it's in this plane of existence, I know exactly where it is. And anything that affects it. Whether it gets healed up or injured, any physical change that happens to it, I will know.
Alrighty.
So what do I learn from using status on this thing?
Alright, so what do you learn from using status?
Yeah.
Alright, so its mental condition is more deteriorated
Okay.
than what it's not at its fullest functioning. You discern that this makes sense given that they speak in
Broken.
when you spoke to one that was that was not damaged or not wounded from combat, it was speaking very brokenly in your tongue.
Yeah.
Physically, you already know what's wrong with this one.
Oh yeah.
In terms of what you guys did to it. However, there are things that you can very visibly see that are different. For instance, when you look at your own hand,
Mm-hmm.
you don't have claws. It does. Its fang protrusions are much, much bigger than yours. And you see that ichor that drops from it. It
Mhm.
isn't something that you can do.
All right. So unnatural ichor. What else did you say? So mine has deteriorated from the previous state. Has claws when Varg normally don't. Unnatural ichor. Already know about the whole beaten up status because yeah, we did it. Anything else?
I'm trying to make sure I didn't miss anything with the spell.
You want me to read it again real quick?
Mental and physical are done.
Yep. Mental and physical states.
And it
Any
doesn't
kind of
have
status
any-
effects?
Any kind of status effects? None now.
Okay.
None right now. It's not unconscious. It's not dying. It's not staggered. It's not
Okay.
X, Y, and Z.
And I don't think this one was hit by my slam attack, so it doesn't have that either.
I think that would come up because I didn't will save it. They didn't make the save for that. Wait, is this the
Oh,
one that
no.
got hit by?
This was, I think the one that was hit by my slam was the last one already killed, so.
Alright. Alright,
this
so
is the
yeah,
one
no.
that fell off the roof.
Yeah, I don't think I hit that one with a slam.
Is it the one? Wait, did it fall off the roof twice? I'm trying to remember if that's the
No,
same
it
one.
fell
They're
off
all...
the
Yes,
No.
it did. That one failed the acrobatic checks to land, and then
Oh,
hit
yes,
it,
that's
and then
right.
fell.
That is right.
Shit. I forgot this one fell off the roof like twice.
Yep.
He could climb up it. He just couldn't. He can never stick the landing apparently.
Pretty much.
Then again, he was.
Especially when
just-
I have him laughing like a hyena.
Oh damn it! God damn it! All right, so that's the information you've gleaned from it.
All right. I'll pass the information on to the captain since he is in charge of this investigation.
Alrighty, you pass it on to him.
Yep.
Deteriorated. Mind. So its So what you're saying is that its cognitive functions are much slower.
Yes. Something is essentially damaged its capacity, its brain capacity, and while it understands, I don't think it understands. If you get what I'm saying.
It understands about as well as someone with a much more simpler mind than us holding a conversation.
Exactly. While it can hold a conversation, it's going to be obviously somewhat broken in its speech. It might sound a little rambled.
He thinks about it.
Oh yeah. And with that, I only have the capability to cast a very minor spell, so I should rest if we're going to be needing any more of my magics. But if we do
Well-
not, I should be fine for the rest of the day.
Well, outside the wall, I don't mean to say this, but outside the walls, it's far more dangerous than it is
Oh,
inside.
oh I know. That's
although
what I'm saying. If
He
we're going
kind of looks
outside,
at
I
the
need
wolf,
to rest.
but He looks at the wolf, but it seems even I'm not sure of that right now.
Yes. Definitely need to heighten security.
Well, the best I can do is send word to the Countess and hope for reinforcements. I just dread if that reinforcements mean that that. He kind of pauses.
Sense motive as to why.
Go right ahead. He's not hiding it. See, you can roll high.
When it doesn't matter.
You just gotta believe.
Believe it.
Oh God, no.
No,
Please don't.
no.
Believe
Please
it
don't.
and you can achieve it.
Please
Okay,
don't.
that's better.
Okay, that's better. Yeah, that's definitely better. Anyway,
No Naruto. I swear to God, no Naruto.
Oh, see,
He
I didn't
seems
even know that's
hesitant.
where he was going.
see.
I did.
Okay, so basically, here's the gist of it. He's hesitant to call them in, and the
Why?
reason being is that one, it's kind of a minor mix of pride because he holds
This
himself
is his town. He holds himself to be its protector.
Oh damn. Damn, do you want to be GM and do a better descriptions than me? Good job.
Sorry, I'll
He's-
shut up now.
No, don't take that as a slight against you. That was the best way of putting it. I just didn't think of it.
I can understand that.
Mm.
The other reason, however, is you remember mentioned that they do have magic. He might also be uneasy about that.
Well, we need to get an audience with the contest somehow. And she's already knowing what's going on. It's not like she doesn't know. And I'm saying this in character. So,
She knows. He looks up.
doesn't she know everything? She knows that we're already here. So she must know about this incident already.
I don't know how she would know. That's
Well, my guess
she's
is
privy to information that none of us are privy to at all. That's
my guess is that she already knows what's gone down. And that she's probably going to be sending people here whether we want to or not. It's your job whether or not you want to divulge this information to her before she, brings it to your attention.
He seems a little surprised by how you put it. You hit the nail right on the head.
Well put.
You sly cat, you.
I try.
Well, I mean,
Can't argue that reasoning.
no, I
Mhm.
can't. No, I can't, and neither can him. And again, he's not a face character, so.
Well,
So I take it you're gonna send for reinforcements then? Since you're obviously not rebuttaling her statement.
well,
Well, what rebuttal can I offer? It's clear that we're.
a group of them have gotten within the walls.
Yeah, and
And-
she
But
would
that,
know about
as
this.
I was discussing with my men, though, why did they come in? Is the piece we're missing.
Well, I think I could answer that as well.
They wanted the cat.
No. My guess is they want those two. And
Those
I
two.
point- And I point
plenty
to
of 'em.
Lock them up. They're
to the two.
cohorts.
No, I don't think they're cohorts. What I think is they want them for a specific reason. They want them so bad that they're willing to go over the wall. I mean, they haven't done this before, from what you stated before. So there must be something that they want with them. I mean, they have nothing to do with us. They
But
need.
why? But then he kind of like pauses and then goes, "But why would they attack at that exact moment if they were looking for them? They had all
mean-
night to find them, and they could have done so."
That is true, unless it was being shielded somehow. Right?
Hey,
There's
Lenore,
nothing to
does
say
your
that
house have
after
any
all
kind
of
of
us.
magical protection around it?
Yeah, they could
One
have.
at a time, because I heard like 3 people all at once. I'm like, what? Shit.
Sorry.
Decide who goes first.
Initiative.
I lose.
Fine. Fine. That's good. That's good. Roll
It's
that
based off of initiative. I'll lose.
Lose. It's not
Fine.
fair.
Initiative.
You didn't lose. I did.
Oh. We have fun here.
Oh, turn order's up.
Oh.
Get rid of that.
All right. So who else wanted to? Who
All right,
else wanted to
so
speak?
it was obviously it would be Tsunade first because she could probably beat a 6 really easily.
Oh, me.
Yeah,
Initiative.
did you want to say
Yeah,
something?
Roll initiative.
Oh, well, no, yeah. Give me
So
just a second
roll.
to get back to
You
my.
have to beat a 6.
All
Can you
right.
beat a 25?
No.
I don't know. Can I be a 25 with a 25?
That's perfect. I'm like,
Yeah,
I
even
made
with my
that as a
own
joke.
natural 20, I could not beat that.
Mm.
I made a joke. And it became real.
Yep. So, Tsunade, your
That
comment
shit's
first.
hilarious.
So,
Alright,
so now you say what you
so-
want first.
Okay.
Oh.
Unless they were shielded somehow last night, is there anything that had happened, transpired last night that would have not made them possible to find you? I'm talking to you, Brinier.
Not that I'm aware of, because last night I had no kind of magical protection on my personal self. Looks over at Lady Lenora. Did you have any kind of magical protection in your house last night, or that you are aware of?
She shakes her head no.
That answers my question.
Well, is it? So it would be your turn, Brinier, and then it would be the next.
Well, I asked my question when you talked to me about the magical protection, so that answered mine.
Well, considering the way Lady Lenore handles herself, I honestly think that there might be something to it. I can't be 100% certain, but I think maybe, possibly, she was guarding you guys last night to the point that they wouldn't be able to find you. That's why they attacked while you were out of the protection.
Well, here's the thing: we were still around her, and we even had a person who was even potentially even stronger than Lady Lenora, the guard captain, with us. That doesn't make any sense. With just me, Darius, and Lady Lenora, and we were technically at our weakest, which would have been the perfect time to strike. Much less we would have been
Would've.
asleep, which would be an ideal time to strike. Striking now would have
Lenora
been
looks
odder.
at you, Tsunade, and goes, I slept through the night like they did.
That's very unusual. Unless that is what's her name? The Countess. Something must have happened to her.
Why would
Otherwise,
that have to
why-
happen to her?
The only thing that happened. No, that can't be right either.
Well, I mean, the Countess knows everything. When it happens, how it happens. Unless something happened to the Countess to negate the protection over this place. Because otherwise
Well, let's
it
say we don't
would've-
know if there is magical protection around this place.
Can you let me
Yeah, it was like,
do
like
thought
hmm.
process here?
Yeah.
This campment, from what I understand, has been here for quite some time. And those creatures have been here for quite some time. But from what I understand, they haven't been able to penetrate over this area ever. Am I incorrect?
That's the guard captain chimes in. They haven't come close by choice or by their own choosing.
See, so they've had to have some sort of protection here all this time, and then now that we have two. I'm sorry. What was the race that you guys are? I keep
Or
forgetting. your race.
Varg.
Varg.
Varg. Now we have two potential Vargs, and they're able to come close. It doesn't add up.
Well, for what the card captain said, they do not come in close for their choice. So that does say
Yeah.
they get in close, but not of their own decision. Something is causing them to come close.
Right.
So
They
doesn't
have
mean
a
that there's some sort of
reason to.
magical protection that stops them from in. They just have no reason to come in close. Now,
And now they
knowing
do.
myself and what Amarak, what we truly are, that is of some significance.
Hmm.
The question is of whether or not it is of that significance.
Yeah, like,
Hmm.
do they know
The
what
winter-
we are, and if there might be a person controlling them, do they know what we are and our significance? That's the more major thing, because two of what we are in the same spot is probably quite rare, honestly.
I have a
Could
question.
they have been controlled by the same being or entity that brought us here in the first?
Yeah.
What is your question?
Well, how well is your sense of smell, both of you? When we were attacked by the first one, wouldn't they have
Average.
known?
Mine's no sharper than the next log.
Mm-mm.
Hmm. That's very
I
unusual.
know of other Vogs who have a superior sense of smell, but I am not one of them.
So one of them, and I'm not entirely sure how many, could have sniffed you guys out, especially with the dead body outside these walls.
Well, I also smell like that dead body too, considering I removed its head and has probably some blood over me.
Hmm.
Mm.
So they would be able to track you down with it, but they
Well,
weren't able to track you out last night, which makes me very concerned.
Maybe
They're
they
probably
think you're their
busy.
brother. And they're just
Maybe.
looking for it.
Hmm.
Out of character. Can I speak? Or
Sure.
you remember you did leave the corpse when you killed it that
Yeah.
night and then ran.
Yeah, I know.
We didn't exactly have much time.
Yeah. Well,
No,
probably
you
the
heard
reason why
howling
they
in the
did.
distance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did hear howling in the distance. You have blood on you. They probably are tracking you down. And they had no reason to come here at all. And they weren't able to find you last night, either because the heavy snowfall or something else was
They might have been doing their burial rituals for the dead.
mm.
After all, the howling last night was one of mourning and sadness.
So they're probably looking for their killer.
Oh, I'm sure they know who the killer is.
Mm.
If they can track by smell, they know it'll be me.
So that would be probable cause on why they would be here.
It is potential cause, yes.
Hmm.
But again, it doesn't say why they've chosen now they've come over. It's all just
Yeah,
mere speculation.
I know they could have attacked
However-
last night.
However,
Uh-huh.
Captain, your men have likely fought and killed quite a few of them. Correct?
Unicorn, you cut in and out for me, could you?
Yeah, me too.
Sorry, I was saying to the guard captain. You probably killed a lot of these creatures, correct?
I've killed a couple, yes.
And through all of those dealings, none of them still tried to follow you back afterwards, right?
So long as we were within the city's walls, they would not have followed back. But I did kill one, and when we made camp on the way to the mines, we were attacked.
So the blood is obviously something that they're tracking.
Yes.
But why are they all of a sudden now further
Yes.
come over the wall?
What would make them so desperate to come on over the walls now? Unless they really want you to. But for what purpose?
Well, that's assuming they just want them. I mean,
if what the captain says is correct, and they attacked because blood must have been on him, but not go as far as going through the city, it has to be something to do with you two.
Or all of us.
Mm-hmm.
Because we all
Could be
fought
all
it.
of them.
That's true. But they could have attacked last night, but they didn't, so it doesn't add up. I have to. There's got to be more
Perhaps the
to
smell
it.
of blood is so scattered about in the city they couldn't track down a proper trail. Because after all, we have moved around. Well, to me, I have moved around quite a lot in the city last night, so they might have had a hard time finding it.
That's right. You were out in the
Cap-
city.
Captain Lavera looks at you.
Looks back. Yes, I was by myself for a bit. I talked to the gravekeeper.
And you didn't see any wolves or any
Nope.
of these the bar at all?
Nope.
They
The
could have
only people I
easily-
saw were Darius and Lady Lenora when I was returning.
And they didn't. So that makes no sense. They could have easily sniffed you out then.
Mm-hmm.
Out of character,
Have, Captain, have they
Go ahead.
ever been commanded by anything?
These ones hunt like pack animals.
Mm-hmm.
They hunt like wolves. When one goes out further from the rest of the group, it's acting as a scout for them. It will usually signal them with a howl.
Mm-hmm.
From what you're telling me, you killed one.
Mm-hmm.
And at any point did it howl?
Yes.
Then the ones that attacked us might have been some of its packmates.
But that doesn't make any sense. Why wouldn't it attack last night?
Travel time.
Traveled.
A howl can go for miles and miles.
and it was off in the distance that we heard it.
Yes, and I didn't receive any reports of any of my men seeing them.
Well, that would explain then. The fact that
I-
they didn't-
However, if they were in the city during the night, you do raise a question, Miss. He
Sonata.
thinks. Sonata?
Sonata.
Miss Sonata. Why didn't they attack? That leaves. That is a very good question to ask in this situation. It's, as you said, doesn't add up.
Mm-mm.
If it were as simple as revenge for their packmate, they would have attacked when you were the most vulnerable.
Right?
Which would have been that night, but since they weren't here, this would be the next
Especially
one.
since you were all divided. He looks at you again.
It's not said, hey, I haven't done it since.
So you
Huh.
say to me,
You know what's really strange? The most strangest thing of all? Considering that the Countess would know everything that goes on in this city, why were there not guards posted already? At least sent. Why are they not here?
it takes half a day's time to get here from the keep.
I see.
By land, however, I imagine if you were a bird, it would be much easier. When the snow isn't falling as thick as it is at times.
A bird? Have any of you?
Sometimes, and my men notice this on watch, there are ravens that fly in.
Do they
One
talk?
of my guards, he
I
looks
have-
at you, his eyes a little wide. Say it again.
Do the ravens talk?
One of my guards claimed one of them talked, but he was also drinking that night.
Well, we weren't drinking, and we encountered one that did when we were heading to Lady Lenora's house to bed for the night.
Did.
I think all three of us were there to hear it.
Mm-hmm.
I was.
You guys heard a talking bird?
Yes.
Yes.
They're drunk.
No, I don't think so.
Even if I was
So-
even
What did it-
slightly drunk, I would have been sobered up very quickly when I heard a talking bird.
What did it say to you?
On you, Leon, because I don't remember for crap.
You don't have it written down?
No!
This was like back in like session 3, maybe even
Right,
2.
I would have
No,
written it
no,
down.
no. This was back in session fucking 1.
Yeah.
That was
It
number
was.
one.
Yeah,
your
it was
GM, your
way
GM
back.
remembers that.
Yeah. I
This was
remember it was
back in
session
fucking 1 because we ran over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would have written what the bird would have said.
If you were there.
If I was there, but I wasn't, so I didn't write it down.
But you know what? That was
I
your
do
choice.
recall-
You would...
Yeah.
I do recall it saying that it was
Why were we here? Something like
why
that?
we were here, but we also asked it if it was with the Countess, and it said yes.
Huh. Interesting. So she knows already.
Mm-hmm.
She
That
knows
we're
that we're
here.
here. She knows that we're here. My guess we're going to be getting a visit with some of her guards soon.
Mm-hmm.
The
Potentially.
fact that that bird visited us that night, and then this happens the following day,
Mm-hmm.
almost seems like she knew something ahead of time.
Yes. Very much so.
What you're saying is true. Those birds come every day and every night.
Mm.
Yeah, she's definitely keeping her eye on this place. So she would know.
Mm-hmm.
She would know. As to whether or not she would know in advance, I don't know if the birds go beyond the walls or beyond her keep and our walls.
It's a
But
bird,
they do fly between the two.
right?
They do fly between the two, that much I know. But, I mean, how do you ask a bird?
Directly.
You say hi,
This one's
bird.
spoken common.
With magic, but you guys don't have access to magic.
Hmm.
No, that would be
Countess only,
Yeah.
yes, I know.
Countess and her knights.
Well,
They wield magic, but it's different, it would seem.
Yes.
interesting. So we're going to be having some guests pretty soon. My guess is, what do we do to spend the time?
I'm wanting to rest.
Yeah.
I am very spiritually drained right now.
What time is it now, Jam?
I would say it's probably around 11:30 during
Well,
the morning.
Too early to get lunch.
I mean, you could go and get lunch.
I'd be willing to
Yeah,
get some food after that exercise.
Yeah, might as well. It's only 30 minutes away. Why not?
Now,
Maybe I
Captain,
can ponder on a little more.
In light of these findings, do you consider the caravan on hold until we find out more?
Yes, that's
The
what you said.
caravan is on hold so long as it's under my jurisdiction. But if what you're saying is true, it might move from out of my jurisdiction.
I'm sorry to
Hmm.
hear that.
Well, and we're doing the best we can with
What we have.
the people we have.
Hmm.
There are some brave men and women on the walls who are watching day and night, and some of them have seen combat, others haven't yet. So,
Hmm.
Oh, those ones that have not have had combat training or experience.
they haven't had
rough wake
experience,
up.
they have training. And yes, they will, because these,
Rough.
as you see, these beasts are
Formidable, to say the least.
indeed.
So,
Well,
think
I
food
keep
and then some
scratching
rest
my
for
head on like
myself.
what's going on here. Not literally scratching my head, but I'm pondering.
You're figuratively,
Yeah.
Pinky,
beating
are
her head
you
against a wall.
pondering- Pinky, are you pondering what I'm pondering?
Where are we gonna get that much pudding at this time of hour?
Uh,
We'll burn that bridge when
Raid
we
a
get
pudding
to it.
factory.
Hmm.
there are some great. Are you pondering what I'm pondering?
Crazy thing is, that sounds
I
like
think so,
something that
Brain.
would
But what if
actually
the
be
chicken
there.
won't wear the nylon?
Alright,
Hmm.
back in character. Who else is in favor of getting some lunch?
Well, I have to ponder on this, and maybe having something in my belly would jog my memory.
Sure.
This'll jog my memory. Remembers last night she had a nightmare. Oh God!
Yeah.
Bad memory. Bad memory.
I
Happy
need
place. Happy
adult. I
place.
need adult.
No, not I need an adult. More like happy place. Happy place.
Happy place, happy place, happy place.
Are you okay? I'm fine.
Ah,
Since
what is
motive.
that? Oh, it's nothing.
I'm fine. Since motive. Because clearly
Like,
you're
well,
not.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're all in agreement to get some food.
Yeah. I have to ponder on this. What's really going on here?
Yeah, I'm not
So-
opposed to it.
Alright.
Is this our stopping point?
I'll say you can go back to the tavern and you can get something to eat.
Okay.
That's fine. I don't think we've hit the stopping point myself, but I mean, if you guys feel like you want to stop,
Nope. I
Let's
just
keep
was
going.
wondering.
I mean, I'm open to suggestions. It's
No,
Let's
no.
keep going!
No.
Keep
I was
going.
just kind of curious.
Leon,
'Cause
how
normally you stop.
are you holding up?
normally stop in.
I'm good
That's
for a
the
little bit
more
longer.
important question.
Okay. Because to me,
that's-
we come to an end when Leon is crashing and Zed is crashing.
It takes a while for me to crash.
Yeah, no, that's why I mentioned Leon first.
Well, that's because he has work in the morning.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yay for work.
And he also has the overtime this season.
Yeah.
How many
So,
background checks do you do for mall Santas? Please tell me.
I honestly don't know.
He's lost count. His clicker's broken.
No,
There's not
that's-
enough elves to give you that number.
Oh damn! They don't hire enough elves to give you the number.
No, the
Are you-
thing is,
Are you kidding? They don't
I
even
know.
pay them.
In my case, it's along
Yes,
the
they
lines
do. They
of,
pay him in candy cane.
And soda pop. What is
The
that in
simple
your
truth
case?
is, I don't know for what position they're applying for. I just know what company's asking us to do the check,
Okay.
Mm.
and that's literally what it comes down to. It's
This person's
Pretty
applying for a
straightforward.
job. Okay.
at this company. Don't know for what reason or why.
Huh,
All right.
Santas of America. Maybe they're applying for a desk job.
Hey, someone's got to do the paperwork.
Mm-hmm.
Hey man,
Maybe
someone's
some
got to check
flies.
that naughty and nice list.
Yeah, more than
One
once.
Hey, they're doing background check.
Yeah.
Alright, let's keep going.
Yes.
Happy holidays, everyone.
nice
Wherever you
to-
are in the world.
Yeah, be nice
We
to
went
the
from
people.
Halloween into Christmas with this.
Be nice
Yeah,
to the
we
people who
completely-
are in the service industry. We're having rough too. We have to deal with the
Right?
stupid. Especially to
We
your.
have to deal with the stupid.
Hey, there's
It's
two of us
contagious.
and
I love
I see
that.
we have to deal with the stupid.
Quote of the night: We have to deal. We all have to deal with the stupid.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I worked at a kangaroo for 7 years. Trust me, I met the stupid multiple times a week.
Yeah, be really
I
nice
heard
to your
you
realtor.
said you worked with a kangaroo.
Well, that was the name of the company. It was Kangaroo Incorporated.
Oh.
The gas station.
They ran gas station
Oh.
convenience stores.
Oh, did not know that.
Yeah,
My condolences.
yeah. It's up there because it's
Hey.
just
Hey, but hey, the slushy machine's broken. Well, I have to call someone from business to come fix it. Is it fix?
It hasn't even rung yet.
Yeah, that can sometimes take some time. It can be annoying.
Just remember, some people take signs as suggestions, not as.
Hey, this actually means something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how many times I see people trying to push a pull door.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
I have yet
I'm
to
like-
see that.
I've seen it a
Oh,
couple of
I-
A
times.
few
Seen it.
times, and it's like, oh my fucking god, it's on the fucking door. Learn to read.
I've seen it
Ugh.
and I've done it.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Most of my time, it's like I'm trying
Anyways.
to push a door, and it's like, oh, it's locked, and I.
No,
jam
this is
it.
this is the conversation you have.
Nope.
Partially.
We're going. We are going on with campaign.
No, on the way to the back to the inn, I imagine you're going to go get a meal because you like the place.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't, too bad. I imagine this is kind of. Alright, so you're on the way to the place. Strike up a conversation. Share notes.
Well, I have to go over my notes, and you guys can confirm or whatnot, if I may.
Share what you think. What you think
Yeah.
is important, relevant, or has any significance, because I'm gonna go
Urge-
refill my drink.
Yeah. Any information I have that was of importance for this specific case is already out in the open. Because the only other information I have is relating to myself, and that's it.
Right. So what I gather from your guys' current conversation, because this is what my character knows. So we were attacked by these wolves, these
Varg.
Barg. I'm gonna put that on there. Barg. We were attacked by these
V-A-R-G-E.
Barg.
Or excuse me, V-A-R-G.
G. Okay.
Yeah. No E. That was my
So
bad.
we were attacked by these Bargs because of their fallen brethren, and they're looking for their killer. But they didn't attack last night. Was that due to travel time? Shield? I don't know yet. That's what I have questions on right now. The Countess knows of the situation because from what you have said, Bernier, is that she contacted you via Crow, correct?
Raven, but yeah.
Is it
She
Raven?
knows she's here. She knows we're here, or at least I'm here. Maybe.
She knows the three of
Darius.
us are here.
Okay.
She might know about
we'll
the
be-
two of you.
Yeah, she probably doesn't know about us yet, but that's gonna be.
But she may.
She may. We're gonna be hopefully expecting guards to come within half a day, so we're gonna hopefully run into some people, and maybe at that time we can get an audience with the Countess. Not sure, but there's a possibility.
That would be nice.
And then we learn that she uses ravens that go back and forth. So there was probably a possibility that she knew that this attack was going to be coming if her ravens noticed them between the go-between. So there's that. Did I leave anything out?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Anybody else?
Darius, what about your
Not that
notes?
I'm aware of.
You have anything you might want to share with us?
Or did he step away?
Hello?
Hello?
Yes. There you
Hey,
are.
there you are.
Huh. Sorry about that.
That's right. We were just wondering if you had any notes you wanted to share about the current situation.
I don't have much, unfortunately. Most of the stuff I've taken notes on is stuff of what I've seen with my apparition.
How goes the note sharing?
Well, I just did the roundabout of
Abysmal.
what I know.
Abominable.
Snowman.
Earlier, when someone said they were that they were after the cat, I thought the word was going to be pussy, and I was about to say that was in bad taste.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Hmm. And about this caravan, the guards
this-
seem.
In character or out of character? Because I'm talking out of character right now.
No, I'm talking in character of everything that has gone on, and if my notes are correct.
Okay.
This is
Uh,
in party. As far as we know, the caravan is basically running supplies for the city to basically maintain its stuff.
Yeah, and now the guard has put it on hold for us, based on the
Not for us.
information
For the
Uh,
for
for
the
the
investigation.
Yeah, considering we don't know how they got in the wall or if there are more.
Right.
There's kind of a lot of what ifs that you don't know,
Yeah.
This is very
and
true.
they don't know. So as a result,
It's on
they're
hold.
waiting for either some extra hands are on deck, or if they're feeling a little more assured, it's safe to go out.
Mm-hmm. I'm just making notes right now.
Alright. That's why I gave them to you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I made sure you guys didn't go without them. Because I have to check my notes because I'm following like 4 different things at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
On hold. So half a day. We're not going to see anybody until half a day. I just mumbling to myself, so in character.
Alright.
So what are you guys gonna order? I know there's not a lot for food.
Whatever they have, that is the quickest, because I really need to rest.
Yeah, you need to get something to eat and then sleep. And I can't do anything else because I've already gotten all the supplies that I need. And we're not going to be going out to the caravan until the investigation is over. So we're in a unusual
We're in a
predicament.
holding.
Yeah,
We're in a holding.
Mm-hmm. It seems like I'm the one that's been doing a lot of the talking here.
Well, my
Yeah,
character can't
but
really
still,
come up with
you're
conjectures
suspicious.
because he's not all that smart.
I feel like your character would be the one that would talk in dissimile, where it would try to make a comparison, but like if you word it wrong, the comparison falls apart.
Yeah.
Let me think.
So
here.
what I'm saying is your character's not very good at talking.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Have any of you come across these kind of creatures before? These bargs?
Bargs?
Isn't that what it is?
I've seen other
V-A-R.
Varg. V.
Yeah,
Oh,
V as in Victor.
V.
Victor. Anyway,
Alright.
Yes, we've been around other Vogs, but not corrupted Vogs. It's not.
I haven't.
I've
Any
never
of them?
encountered
ahead.
Vargs.
Would I use a wisdom to
Totally
try
fixed.
to know if I have come across a corrupted Varg or not?
sure, you can roll wisdom.
Have I come across a corrupted Varg before? 17?
No.
No, I have not. I've never come across a corrupted Varg, as I expected.
Okay, have you ever come across a varg with that kind of viscous coming out of their mouth?
No.
The answer is no.
It was very...
I will keep using those wisdom checks
Oh,
for more than just one question, rather than making you keep re-rolling it until you hit like a 9.
Yeah.
so quick question. The ichor they were spilling, was
Mm.
that
Yes.
undead in origin, or is it just natural?
Did you roll the knowledge nature check?
I can roll a new one, depending on this.
I should know.
Well, you could be mulling it over and roll it.
Did you told me what it was, right?
Poison. He said it was poison.
He
Yeah.
said it was toxin.
Yeah.
What kind of
Yeah.
toxin?
It's a very natural toxin, but it's not. Basically, it feels like this is a toxin that would come from a different creature. Can't immediately pinpoint what creature it is, because knowledge nature isn't the check to know what
Arcana?
the creature is.
What is
Yep.
it?
Knowledge arcana.
Nope.
We're all talking about this. Is he saying anything that would make it so that I would?
I'm pretty sure he's adding this out of. He's saying this in character.
Yeah.
I don't know
Would I
why
know? Would I know knowledge arcana? Probably not, right?
What the heck?
You don't have a skill? No. I'm
Well-
gonna use Amarox because
Yep.
he actually
He rolled
has
it
the skill.
twice. I have the skill too.
Shit. Knowledge is you can't really roll unless.
You're trained in
Wait,
it.
there is a penalty. Unless you're trained. No, you can roll them untrained, but there's a certain penalty applied.
You can only know up to knowledge 10.
So in other words, Sonata, it's out of your reach.
Okay.
It's out of your grasp of knowledge.
However, with her 10, she can aid, but I don't know if you can aid with knowledge checks.
I'll say you can just for convenience sake. And if someone corrects me in either post or anything, I'll deal with it.
Okay.
So we're looking at 2
Plus-
successes. That gives us a knowledge arcana 15.
Knowledge Arcana 15 if you're applying the 11, correct?
Yes.
Amarok, in your travels and tales as a bard and your knowledge and things, you've basically, you remember back in the times that you spent with among your people, and they mention of toxins and poisons belonging to giant magical frogs. This seems very familiar.
I go ahead and explain that.
Go ahead, please do.
Basically,
Well,
tales of giant frogs that have poison glands.
Basically, what he's saying is
Yeah.
that from his remembrance, was tales of large frogs that had some sort of
That have-
poison. Not sure if it's this
that
kind
have
of
a
poison or toxin, but they had some sort of poison or toxin.
It had a very when you describe like this ichor as when you physically describe it and how it comes out, this is the
It's a
first thing that
secretion.
comes to his mind.
And
Yeah,
this is,
it's a
and this is-
secretion into its
this is
bite,
in
as
character?
opposed to. Yeah, this is in character. I'm
Okay.
doing it for him, explaining
Okay.
it for him as his character. So that way, because he doesn't know what to say, I'm doing this for him.
Okay.
This is what Amarok is telling you, guys.
Okay.
As to whether or not he includes the part where it from it as tales from his people, I will leave that up to him. I mean, it's in detail he can choose to add or forgo.
I'm gonna forgo for now.
Okay.
Unless inquired.
Okay. Well, that brings more information to light. Since you had stated that, and I'm
Oh,
pointing this to Amrock, right?
Mm-hmm.
Since you had stated that these were transfigured, they must have been transfigured with this frog essence to get this viscor, this poison. And there's also the possibility that these creatures might have not been Varg to begin with. But that's not 100% sure.
There's a lot we don't know.
I know. And I'm just writing these down to make sure, and when if it and when this does come up, I'll be able to piece everything together.
Yeah.
Do you think the Countess's guards are elven also?
I do not know.
Maybe.
That- something only the
Don't
captain
know.
would know.
I know. I didn't ask him before we left. Well, we're gonna find out in half a day. Something to keep in mind.
Do we feel like we're being watched?
Always.
You're all in that perception.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. I'll deal with them in order.
Yeah, I'm looking at the snow.
He's rolled a 21.
I know, but
How are
the
you-
dice did not show 21. I was going off of what the dice showed.
It's better than what I rolled.
Yeah.
I mean, but you didn't get bad either.
Yeah.
No, but I got a 3 on the dice.
It looked like it was a 3 on the dice.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
hold
you
on.
got a 3. I got a 5 on mine.
No, you got a
All right,
6.
so
I
all
got
right, we'll
6 or
begin
7.
in order. Darius, we'll start with you.
Okay.
You're looking about, and just barely perceptible, just a bit in the sky above, you do see a little black bird.
You want to say anything about this?
I'm not prompting him. He chooses.
That's what I'm asking him. Are you going to say anything about this?
Looks like we have eyes on us already.
How so?
Not surprised
Points up.
there.
Points up. You see a bird.
Bird.
Is that what I think it is? Is that a raven?
We don't know.
I don't
Knowledge
think
Yeah,
it's-
nature
attack
to
it.
identify.
Nice.
That would be a nature check.
Yeah, knowledge nature down there.
If you got it, yeah, that's a raven.
Oh yeah, that's a raven.
That's how I think she knows what has happened here and how everything keeps happening. I don't think it's just day and night. I think it's all the time.
Makes sense. If she's
Remember
a
how the-
practitioner of magic, she could probably
Yeah.
see through the animal.
Mm-hmm.
More like she's out of character. More like she spoke through it, or it spoke for her.
Mm.
Then again, there are other occurrences of magic you haven't accounted for yet.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she's it.
I already have a theory about her, but I'm not saying nothing.
Well, we all know it's a game theory at that point.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, damn it.
Ah.
Can we not? Can we fucking not?
Well, no, legitimately it is because it's a
It
theory
is a
about
game.
this game.
It is a
Yep.
game theory.
Can we not? I
All right.
don't need Matt Pat taking down the video for the copyright claim. I
Hey,
would
they
be,
said me.
but then again, I would be genuinely surprised he would actually be able to find it
He wouldn't
And
be able to.
watch it.
and watch it because, I mean, other than a handful of streamers, I don't know. I don't think anyone's actually watching this on YouTube.
Honestly, I don't. I think he would be more flattered that we're talking about him rather than being concerned that he's going to take it down. Because he doesn't seem like
Yeah.
the type of person that would take it down just because we say,
No, he's a
you know,
good
game
person.
theory.
He looks
Pretty
like he's
good.
a good person.
yeah,
And plus, there's like a ton of people who make that joke no matter what.
yeah.
And
I
I
seriously
legitimately
thought-
wasn't meaning it like that. I was legitimately meaning, oh, it's an actual
Game theory.
game theory.
Your in-game theory on how this goes.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, imagine how much pain it would be for him to find every live stream and video to take down someone making that joke.
Well, he's very diligent. I mean, the stuff that he comes up with is pretty amazing.
Mm.
So
That's fun.
probably would
That's
spend
fair.
like 100 hours or more just pining through tons.
Speaking
and
of
tons.
diligence, there's kind of one hole in your theory, but I want someone to do a wisdom check right quick for that.
Wisdom check.
Do you want to say who it is?
You can
How do I do
roll it.
wisdom?
Anyone can roll it.
How do I do a
Nope.
wisdom check?
I
How do I
don't
do
Roll the
know.
d20. Roll the d20 next to wisdom.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, I don't know.
Oh my
Oh,
Hey, you both got 2.
Sunada, your theory is flawless. It's absolutely perfect.
I know, right? What do I have to do a wisdom check for?
No, it wasn't you. It's somebody else.
So now your plan is completely flawless. Darius,
Yes.
you agree with this sentiment. Everyone else? It sounds like she needs to sleep.
She needs to get over this hangover.
It sounds like that doesn't seem feasible by a human, by a mortal standard, because eventually you have to sleep.
True. And I didn't sleep very well, so I'm just probably the rantings of a crazy cat.
Come on, let's go to bed.
Well, the joke is you're. Ah, damn it! You take a different meaning on crazy cat lady.
Because I am my own crazy cat lady.
Mm-hmm.
She's her own crazy cat.
I am the.
Is that like being your own grandma?
Yeah, that's it. I'm a cat.
All right. So now going back to the order. That was the perception order.
Mm.
I'm doing it literally in order as opposed to, okay, who got the highest, followed by who got second highest, followed by so on and so forth.
Mm.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm following it by rolls. So not a, and it's like you're looking around and as you were discussing that, you do notice that the town is a little more lively. Some people are opening doors and windows,
Hmm.
and are starting to come out more.
Interesting.
Brynjar, you notice this too,
Mm-hmm.
but you're also kind of talking with them. Rue,
Yeah.
you notice this. Rock, you notice this, and we get into the knowledge, so that's all the perceptions. Okay.
Yep.
I was like, that's all the perceptions, I think. Then we got into the wisdom checks. All right, yeah. Yeah. Is anyone gonna point out the hole in her theory, or are you just gonna let her have it?
She has to sleep eventually.
I think she needs to sleep.
You
Well,
talking about
no.
me?
The Countess has to sleep eventually, so she can't watch it all the time. But you do sound a little.
whole-
In her
Loopy?
theory,
You sound
Is
insane
that-
slightly.
has to sleep.
The Countess could sleep, but her crows don't have to necessarily sleep if they take turns watching.
No, very much like the
And
guards.
we never got confirmation that it was the Countess herself.
Right.
Yeah.
It could be one of her people.
It's very much like the guard duties. There's always somebody out there day and night, so then somebody must be watching for her day and night.
Exactly.
If,
To report back.
right. That makes more sense.
Yeah. There we go. Instead of her.
Well,
So we're being spied upon by her right now, whether her or one of her lackeys. I wonder.
Well,
if she
probably
can
the
hear
lackeys
us.
are reporting to her.
Right. I wonder if she can hear us, or is it just merely looking at us?
Probably here, but I
Well-
don't think the creature's close enough for it.
Hmm.
Not like it's a foul. Oh, wait, no, I'm gonna retract that statement because it was stupid.
An owl.
I was gonna say falcon, but
It's
then
not
I was
an
like,
owl.
no, that's sense of sight, not hearing.
You're thinking of an owl.
I thought owls were echolocation.
They are echolocation. Well, very much
Kind
like
of. No,
They
they're not
use
so much
speech
echolocation, but how their ears are set up is one ear is lower than the other, so it gives them essentially a 3D vision
View.
of where the thing is at, based of
Mhm.
how long it takes for the sound to reach their ears.
Yeah, we're talking about a raven here.
Yeah,
So, whatever
it may
regular
be
bird
smart,
hearing
but
is.
I don't
They're
think it
very
hears like
smart. They're incredibly smart.
yeah,
But I don't
they're
think
incredibly
I
smart.
mean, I mean, one of them talked to you. I think that qualifies.
I think that qualifies for genius level Raven.
Probably.
You know, because that's just so Raven.
I wonder what would
God
happen if I
damn it.
shot at it.
God damn it.
Do not, please.
Oh, please. Everyone knows that the live action Disney was. Yeah, it was crap.
Mm.
Yeah, that
Anyways.
doesn't. It didn't age well.
Still is.
It's,
Mhm.
So what would you think would happen if I shot at it?
let's not.
That's a good question.
I don't want to find out. How's that for an answer?
I
Yeah,
could
same here.
blast it.
It's
No.
just if she's spying on us, if she knows
No.
that we're here, she probably knows that we're listening. Wait,
It's just a love tap.
No.
So loved.
hold on a second.
We are
Raven.
guests.
Yeah,
Wait,
how
wait,
far
wait.
is it?
You guys, look around you. There's a lot of people out. There's been a whole mess of a commotion and they weren't out before, and now it looks like nothing happened. Isn't that a little suspicious to you?
We're also
They
kind
don't
of out of
know
the
what
way.
happened.
They might not have known what happened.
Yeah, it went kind of quick.
With all
Def-
the noise that we were making and everything, wouldn't you think that someone would have come out and now they're all out?
No, they probably would have stayed in their homes where it was safe.
Yeah.
And then
And
now
then
that's
once all the
quiet.
commotion died down, they might be willing to risk come out.
Yeah, but they don't even look
Especially with the
slightly
captain.
nervous. Huh. Interesting.
Sense motive. The
On
crowd,
that sense motive. On the crowd.
just to see if she might be onto something.
Oh, they're nervous. They're looking at each of you. But
Oh,
some of
okay.
them are doing it out the corner of their eye warily, but trying to make it look so that they're not
Okay.
looking at you. But they're clearly looking at you.
So what do
Yeah,
you
they're
get from
nervous.
them? All right.
They
so,
are still nervous as hell, which I don't blame them.
All right.
Maybe
so
I should
there goes that.
intimidate Crow.
I just had just a thought that if they weren't nervous, then that means that they were being protected the whole time. But if they are nervous, that means that they heard everything, which means they're just rational people and nothing else is going on. Oh well, there goes that theory.
Yeah,
To answer the question before, depending on where you're standing, it is somewhere between 50 and 60 feet above you.
Okay.
please don't shoot it.
Yeah.
Please
I
don't
can tell he's. I can tell you're looking at it. Please don't shoot it.
I can't even reach it.
Good.
I have a
Too
bow.
far.
No.
I mean, if you really
have a-
want me to, I
No.
could aim at it.
No.
I mean,
it'll just be a warning shot.
I know.
And then knowing our luck, it'll be a nat 20 and put it right through its bird skull.
Okay, that was meant to be a warning shot.
I killed
And
it.
you, and you
I
just
killed it.
assassinated it.
He's just shaking his head as he walks. Like, please don't.
Please don't.
Mm.
Our state here will be
I'm
rough
okay
enough.
with it. Go ahead, do it.
You know, I think I will do it, and I'll tell you why. One, I don't like being spied on, and two, it probably would give us an audience with her a lot quicker.
Yeah, in cuffs.
Yeah.
And in a jail cell.
Technically,
We're
all
in
I
her
did-
realm. It's her
No,
right.
Technically, all I did is I saw a bird and I killed it. That's all I did. They would.
Yet
be
you're doing it
pretty-
as something that you know most likely belongs to a countess. Let's put it in
Maybe.
your. Let's put it so it's your. Let's say you have something that does this, and people enter your space of living, and then
You
suddenly
know,
murder your animal that
we're
was
going
watching
to
over
get
your
lunch.
area.
I'm just gonna go get lunch, and I just see it above me. And me being the cat person that I am, bird sounds really tasty.
Your
right now.
execution.
If I yell to it, would it hear me?
I mean, the answer is yes, but I
So-
don't know if the yes is what you're looking for.
Hmm.
Have they reached the
Well, I mean,
tavern
like
yet?
if I try to do diplomacy with it.
But it's too high up in the air. It's above us. It's not like in front of us.
See, that's the thing. It's not a roll diplomacy, it's roll handle animal.
Hmm.
And even then, you need to be close to it. So unless you can fly, good luck.
Is it if it can understand you? Isn't it diplomacy?
No, it's handle animal, because it's an animal.
You're
He's
not
right,
gonna
it's-
you're not gonna get out of this one by trying to talk your way out of it.
Can
Are
I
we near the
yell
tavern?
Am I able to yell at the bird to say it to come down here?
Handle animal, that's a trained skill only, right?
Yeah. And the answer is, yeah, you can yell at it. I'm not stopping you from doing that.
How
I'm
do
not
I
stopping you from shooting it either.
Okay, so how do I yell at it? What do I need to do to actually?
Just say
You
you
yell at it. That's
Okay.
it.
You say what
Alright.
you
I
do.
put my hand on her
Here
shoulder.
we go.
And go ahead.
Now I'm not gonna yell it so loud that you guys could have to go. Okay, that's a little loud.
Keep walking towards the tavern.
You can talk it, and we'll understand that it's a yell.
Well, I'm yelling at it.
You
Hey, you! I know you're watching us. Why don't you have an audience with us right now before I shoot you?
Oh, for crying the bleep out loud. And I do say that
Crack
aloud.
the fuck out. Oh.
And just for
Are
your
you gonna-
information, I heard her from the clear across the house.
Okay.
Jeez.
Now,
Stop.
are you gonna come down here, or am I gonna have to shoot you?
Put that bow down, please.
No, no, no. I'm taking it out. Is it gonna come down, or am I gonna shoot it?
This could potentially be considered assault against royalty.
She's
I
gonna
don't-
miss anyway.
You don't know that.
No, you don't know that.
You don't know that. Is it gonna come down, GM, or am I shooting it?
It kind of flies away as if it was spooked like a regular bird.
That's what I thought. All right, I put my bow away and my arrow. If that didn't catch her attention, I don't know what will. We're probably gonna get audience with her sooner than I thought.
I'm pretty sure you were
Or
just
let-
talking to a regular bird.
Yeah.
There's a high possibility, but I
There's
didn't
a-
know.
Well, how can you tell? How do you tell the difference between a talking bird and a regular bird when it talks to you?
Right?
Pretty much.
Mm,
Yeah.
Either way. You need to get some sleep. Let's get you something to eat so you don't sleep on empty stomach. Come on.
yes, please.
Alright, I think that's the most natural stopping point at this point.
All right.
Because I don't want to push it for Leo. And unfortunately, we did have someone kind of waiting in the background, and I apologize to them.
We did?
Well, how far
do.
away are they?
Very far. You're not going to make it tonight.
I
Okay.
figured. But yeah.
Thank you for watching and observing,
Okay.
and
Yeah,
I will see you at a later date.
You guys have a nice night.
you too. Alright. Alright, thank you for joining, everybody. That is it for this session. I will close the stream here soon after I've found a place where I can send you off to. And I know just the person. I'm going to send you off to a fellow streamer that is also a Warframe player. Her name is Suki Bear. She is adorable as all hell and very friendly and very fun. So make sure to give her some love. And she's currently playing Warframe, and I'm going to be assuming Fortuna. So I hope you enjoy her stream, everybody. And thank you for joining us for this episode of the Horrors of Rimecroft.